Praise be to God, and welcome once again to the Wisdom of the Day. Thank you for watching our previous videos, and as you watch, please subscribe it, like it, and share. We want to help ourselves to become better people for God and for ourselves. We are still on chapter 1, the book of Proverbs, and this time we are going to read from verse 20. We have seen the value of the book of Proverbs, and we have seen the advice, or we have heard advice of wisdom speaking to us. Now we're going to hear the calling of wisdom. The wisdom has a voice. Wisdom is calling us. It's calling you, it's calling me, and it's calling everybody. If we pay attention to the voice of wisdom, it will help us. So we're going to read from verse 20, chapter 1, verse 20, and the Lord will help us. Let us read together. Listen, wisdom is calling out in the street and marketplace. Wisdom he is calling, or she is calling everybody to come and listen. Wisdom has something to say. Wisdom has something to tell you. Wisdom has something to let you know. So he calls with a loud voice. Verse 21. Calling loudly at the city gate and wherever people come together. He shouts, calling loudly. Everybody come. I got something to tell you. Every day of our lives, every day, every moment, every time, wisdom has something to say. Wisdom has something to tell you. Let us continue. Verse 22. Foolish people, how long do you want to be foolish? How long will you enjoy pouring scorn on knowledge? Will you never learn? And wisdom is speaking now. How long will people like to be foolish? If you learn, if you study, if you listen to the voice of wisdom, you become a better person. And she's calling you. So why don't you listen? What does she has to say? What does she have to tell you? Wisdom is speaking. How long do we want to remain the way we are? Some people say, as for me, this is how I am. I can never change. You can change. When you give heed, when you try to understand, when you try to welcome the advice from wisdom, you will be changed. And it will not be on your own power, but the power of Elohim will help you. Verse 23. Listen, when I reprimand you, I will give you good advice and share my knowledge with you. He said he will give us good advice and share his knowledge with us. This is wisdom speaking. There's a lot to learn. Let us continue. Verse 24. I have been calling you, inviting you to come, but you would not listen. You paid no attention to me. Like when wisdom is knocking our door, instead of we paying attention to listen, we don't do that. People refuse to listen to advice. People refuse to be corrected. They don't know that it is wisdom correcting them, helping them to escape troubles, problems. But they don't pay attention because they won't be who they are. At the end, they live in the life of regretting and the life of pain. So let us listen to what wisdom has to say. And it will help us. Verse 25. You have ignored all my advice and have not been willing to let me correct you. People ignore the advice. People ignore the advice of wisdom, the voice of wisdom. They don't want to be corrected. Some people, they don't want to be corrected at all. When you try to do that, they get offended, they get upset, they get angry. It's not good. You need to be helped. You need to be helped. But if you pay attention to wisdom, you will be free from many things, many troubles that will come to you. Verse 26. So when you get into trouble, I will laugh at you. I will mock you when terror strikes you. Wisdom says, when I call you, you refuse. When I advise you, don't take it. You ignore me. If you do all what you want to do, when you enter into trouble, she will laugh at you. She'll mock you when you enter into trouble. Therefore, before you enter into that trouble, or for you not to enter into such problem or trouble, listen to wisdom. Listen to